Here's the connection that I came up with. This is the bike's harness right here. I had to peel back this black tape that they had the wires tied, wrapped up with. These go back to your tail light and turn signals. These two wires here, these are the ones that go to the Denali little strip lights. Turn signal slash running slash brake light slash flashers. So what you do is use these are called posi tap connectors, which are very simple to use. When I first heard that I had to splice in my bike's wiring system, I first thought that I was going to have to use one of these bad boys, which is old school, and I don't think they're real effective. So I wasn't overly keen about using these. Then when I found out that they came with their own little posi taps, which I had no idea what a posi tap was, then I got on YouTube, watched the video how they use them, and they're very simple to use. I'm not going to go into detail, but as you can tell, where the black end is, you slip that over the wire. Here, I'll try to do this with one hand here. So what you do is you unscrew the black end. Has a slot. You slip this over the wire, say like so. If you were doing that wire right there, you would slip it over the end, and then once you slip that over the end, you can see that little point there, that little needle that pierces the insulation on the wire. So when you screw that in, it keeps the wire centered while piercing it with the little screw you see. Now the other end is where you're going to attach your wire. So you run the wire through the end of this hole, bring it out this way. You'll have the insulation stripped back, only about yay far, and you will poke it in the inside of that, kind of do a little loop, a little horseshoe maybe, just a half a loop, shove it in there, and then you, while holding it in place, you screw this cap on there, and that pushes the wire down against that internal metal piece there that connects the wire to that. So that is a piece of cake, because the old style was like this, and you had to slip this over your existing wire, poke the one that you want to use or splice to the existing wire. You had to poke it into here, take a pair of pliers and squeeze this together, and then when you got that all done, then when you by closing this down, that blade will go in, pierce the old wire and the new wire, and then this just catches on it and closes up. Anyway, it's not, these aren't 100%. I never did care for these when I was a teenager, spliced into my wires on my car for stereo and this and that. But anyway, I think these are the way to go, these posi taps. So anyway, that kind of gives you an idea how this all works. Basically, you just follow the directions on here. It tells you each turn signal or each light bar on the bike. You just follow this. It just tells you which black wire goes to ground, green wire goes to one of your turn signals. So if you're holding the one you're going to mount to the right side of your bike, you would mount this to your right turn signal wire on your bike. And then you get ready to do your left, you're still going to use the green wire from the left wire, and you're going to hook it to the left turn signal wire on your bike. The orange wire goes to your brake light, and the red wire goes to your running light or your tail light, or the one that's on all the time. So I wrote down my wires on my bike, which my bike is an 09 G650 GS. So there's my collars there. My ground is a brown wire. My left turn is a blue with a red stripe. My right turn is a blue with a black stripe. My brake light is a green with an orange stripe. And my running light for my taillight bulb, or taillight wire, the one that's on all the time, is a gray with a red stripe. This has the BMW, probably some of the newer BMWs, since my bike's older. Maybe the wires have changed, but anyway, a couple of these were right, but then the running light was a little bit different. So anyway, very, very easy to hook this thing up. I think probably anybody with just a little bit of mechanical aptitude, a little bit of wiring knowledge, basically just strip the tape back, give yourself enough room to move back and forth, and to get your fingers in here. Luckily I don't have big fat fingers, but to be able to get in here and hook onto the wire. And what you do, you just plug your leads in. One goes to the left light and the other one goes to the right light. Runs up there underneath the tail of the bike, down and down to the light itself, one on each side. And I did zip tie it. Can't see it very well, but I did zip tie it to the piece of framework there to keep it from touching the exhaust. So anyway, that's pretty much it. If you want to add some light to your bike, I highly recommend this T3 Switchback rear turn signals from Denali. They were at the BMW MOA rally this first part of June. I attended it over in Roswell, Virginia, right next to Richmond, Virginia. They had a booth set up. I purchased these. They shipped them to me. I had them within probably 4 days of the show. I was shocked that I got them that fast in the mail. So my hat's off to Denali for getting them out to me quick. I got them hooked up, and they definitely add to the being able to see the back of your bike when you're coming to a stop or turning, or even turning your hazard lights on. These are cool little lights, so I'll probably buy some more Denali products here in the future. There you have it. The Denali T3. Highly recommend, highly recommend.